Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to another modded video for Total War 3 Kingdoms. Today we're going to be taking a look at a mod that adds in, I think it's 50, 70 and 100% match combat into the game. You basically, when you download this mod, and I'll leave a link down below in the description for you guys if you want to check this out before the workshop goes live. It basically gives you 3 files which you can stick into your data folder for Total War 3 Kingdoms, and that will apply the mod. It's really simple to go ahead and use and check out. But what this mod does is it makes it so it's more kind of like the older games, like Rome Total War 2 and other historical titles, rather than the more Warhammer style of combat that we have been knowing the past couple years. So it's a really interesting mod. I thought today what we do is we just jump into an easy battle. I've got kind of my force set up, and we're just going to let the AI clash against me. We got Sun Ren over there, we got Sun Si and Zhao Hao-Dun as well. I've got the Blood and Gore on, and we're basically just going to check this one out. I've played a few battles with it to make sure that the mod itself actually worked, and from what I could tell, it definitely was working. I believe I had the 80%, so 80% of the time, the units will match up against one another and at least strike in the general direction. So you won't have any of these like crazy hits off in the middle of nowhere. Most of the time the units will be going like head to head. They won't be like locking up like in Rome Total War, because there just aren't any animations in the game that do that. But the units will make an effort to basically go ahead and try and fight like they did in the old games. They'll try and face off. They'll be striking actually at each other rather just at this imaginary health bar. And I think it's a really good mod, especially for those of you who maybe like the old style of Total War games. You much prefer them than rather units just striking into nothing and doing damage. And we are also obviously using the Blood and Gore. I've turned the Blood and Gore down to I think around about 25%. So once again, I feel like these settings are going to be quite nice for those of you who maybe are more of an old school Total War fan. And we're basically just going to see how this mod does turn out. So we'll let the AI just charge forward at us, and hopefully we will be able to repel them and we'll be able to see some pretty awesome moves. This mod also does create a lot more kill animations as well, which I think is much more enjoyable because the units are locking up against one another a lot more effectively. You actually do end up seeing a lot more kill animations, and with the Blood and Gore they become a lot more obvious as well. So it basically is just a cool mod which I do highly recommend you at least messing around with. And as I said, you can tone it down if you want. I think I said this in the beginning of the video, but there's a 50% one, so 50% of the time the units will lock up. 80% of the time, if you kind of want more of a, you want more but not as much as 100% of the time. And we are using the 80% of the time the units will at least fight face up and strike one another. So we've got a nice little bit of oh my god, the AI is going a ham on that right flank. Holy crap. I was not expecting that. The AI is pushing around that right flank, and they're kind of just ignoring my formation. I made such a pretty formation, and the AI is just refusing to go into it. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just have to reform ourselves a little bit. Get ready to meet them. I mean, the AI is actually doing kind of I'm not sure if it's meaning to do this, but it's doing a pretty smart thing to begin with, actually forming up quite nicely. We have the Pearl Dragons as well, so this is another mod I'm using that I've already done a video on, so if you want to check this one out, just look for my previous video. These are the Pearl Dragons, heavily armored and ready for battle. Much better than their other counterparts. And I guess it's the AI. Oh my god, okay. I was just giving the AI credit and they literally just charge into halberds. Yeah, you can look at this. Look at this. All these spears are going directly into the unit. Not killing it, but they're still going directly into the unit. That's much better. Once again, I mean, it's a bit hard to see when I'm in a formation. And the lines are they are just striking forward as Sun Si just go flying in. So you can still get the craziness of these battles. We kind of need some disrupted fighting so we can really see it at work. Maybe if I bring these halberds around, throw these Pearl Dragons in, and I think sword and shield infantry is probably a little bit better to do. But yeah, I think you can see it much more effectively here. Every unit is going up to someone and striking them. It's not kind of like Rome 2 because you don't have the custom animations as much. You have kind of a few animations here and there, but I think already this looks a ton better, and you can already see some animations are popping off and they become a lot more noticeable with the Blood and Gore. And obviously, because units are locked up, the animations fire a lot more often. I can already see a ton of them going off. Let me know what you guys think of this mod down below. This is just the 80% one as well, so there's going to be a lot more of these kill animations. We can even go a little bit of a slow-mo if you guys want to, like, really close up on them so we can actually, like, fully watch them. But yeah, I think this makes the battle still a lot more alive. I mean, like, there is no, like, back and forth. It'd be nice if there was, like, more animations where they struck forward and it would, like, glance off their shields. But that's just not in the game. So, you know, at this point in the modding community for Three Kingdoms, you can't really have that because there's no community tools that they can go ahead and add in custom animations. But I think this is a great start, you know. Adds in a lot of unique stuff. Pushes in. Out of interest, are there more, like, cool animations for, like, hero kills as well? Like, do the heroes, like, instead of just swinging at nothing, are they going to, like, collect? I guess it's a bit more because there's, like, they kill multiple people in one swing. Oh, there's a couple arms going off there. That's brutal. Yeah, I guess it's not as crazy. What if we get, like, a duel going? Let's go ahead and stick Gongsun Zan against, I don't know, who... Sun Tzu's the only one who would fight him. We can check out this duel and see if there's, you know, better animations with that. I don't think there will be, but we can still take a look. And let's actually break some of these formations and just get stuck in, because... and let's also dismount this general, because I want to see how Zhao Yun actually, you know, performs on foot against loads of infantry. Like, does he lock up with them? Is he still sending people flying? Infantry coming in against the Azul Dragons. And there's still a bunch of other mods I want to take a look at. We're even going on board with him right now. You going to go and get yourself stuck in, Zhao Yun? Or are you going to be... There you go. Come on. Let's get stuck in, my dude. There's a bunch of mods I still want to take a look at. There's mods that increase unit scale by 2 times. I think that'd be really fun to mess around with and just have some crazy big battle. See how big we can make it before the game just completely closes down. That was kind of locked up, I think, a bit more than usual. But that he kind of was swinging at whatever. Yeah, it's because he has, like, an AoE attack. It can get... Is it probably better to show this off in maybe records mode? That was a cool animation there as well with the Azul Dragons. Like, he actually did block it with his sword and shield. I think the heroes in romance mode is a bit hard to see the animation because obviously they're swinging wildly and just taking out 3-4 dudes. Whereas in records mode, it's a lot less like that. Let's throw in more infantry over here as well, just to see. But yeah, there's a bunch more mods I really want to check out. There's a double unit scale one, which I think would be really, really cool. There's a bunch of reskin mods, as well as the spectator-only mod as well, which allows you to basically just let the AI control your army. And I want to do it so we do a campaign where I only play as the faction leader. Everything else is either auto-resolved or, like, when we do fight a battle... Oh, Gongsun Zan won. Fuck, I wasn't even looking. That was my bad. That was really my bad. Can we set up, like, another duel? Is that how Dean wants to fight Zhao Yun? Okay, that'll be a good duel. Yeah, where we just basically have the AI commanding everything besides me playing one hero. So it's literally like playing Dynasty Warriors. And everything else gets, like, auto-resolved if it's not his general. I think that could be a really, really fun stream. And using that mod as well. So it's basically like my army's being commanded by, you know, generals and commanders elsewhere. And I am simply just, you know, the main dude leading the battle. Or maybe we could pick someone who's not the faction leader. You know, someone who's, like, loyal to them. So, for example, if we were to play as Liu Bei, we could play as, like, we just solely play as Guan Yu and we give everything else over. And that would probably make more sense, right? That really would. Is he going to go? Yeah, we'll try and keep an eye on this. Oh, nice. That Haldun actually already dismounted. What an honorable guy. And one of the cool things you can actually do is just, like, jump on and it goes, like, really epically. Look at that, man. I'm not even touching the camera. It's so cool. But I imagine this will just be very similar to how it is, you know, animations and stuff. Because there's not, you know, multiple people, the locked animation won't really work too much. That's still really cool, though. I like that. How are we looking in the forest? Are they linking up? Yeah, how are the spears doing? Yeah, they're still striking people. That's cool. Obviously, they're not doing, like, kill animations every time, but that's good. This is a good mod. And as I said, I'll make sure to link it down below so you guys can check it out. But I will also link the Reddit thread, which has, you know, probably about 100 mods on there now of people creating custom stuff for people to use. And it's really easy to download as well. All you have to do to download this mod or any of the mods is, obviously download it, take the file from the download and stick it in your Total War 3 Kingdoms data folder, which is in Steam. Now, do keep in mind, there is no workshop, so you can't turn this mod off. To turn it off, you'll have to move it out of your data folder, so just keep that in mind. But for the most part, it's a really great way to set up mods before before the workshop comes in a week or two. And for a lot of people, they might just want to wait. I was like, yes, this is really cool. That kill animation back there. This is a great mod. It's probably a mod I'm going to be using whenever I play the game. It just makes combat feel a lot more alive. Let's go ahead and get up to 100% melee invasion really quickly. Don't mind me as Zhao Yun. And be sure to let me know what you guys think of this mod as well. Is it a mod that you guys are going to be using quite often? Or is it something that you guys are not really going to be picking up? I also, for those of you who want to use my blood and gore settings, I think this is a good medium between ridiculous and pretty good. It's just under 30%. And I think it kind of rolls out pretty nicely, if I'm honest. We actually have some cavalry. Let's see how the cavalry react to the matched combat. We're in kind of diamond formation. Let's bring them around this flank and charge into something that isn't spearmen. Yeah, this literally is just besides the lacking in animations, this is literally just playing Rome Total War 2 or something with the way the fighting's panning out. That's really cool. Because when I tested it on 50%, it wasn't really that crazy, but I think 80%/100% is really good. So let's rear charge, see how the cavalry face up against them. So let's see how people attack spearmen. Yeah, I mean, they're just striking at them instead of into nothing. Really, oh, this duel's about to end as well. Let's get the kill animation for the duel. You don't know if he's going to make it through this, but surviving it. If I was constantly popping his buffs, you would have easily won this duel. You can get him up to 100% melee evasion. It's kind of crazy. But I think because I haven't been using his buffs constantly, he'll probably die right here now that his buffs have run out. Even though he's been having a good fight. Also, I wonder how it's going to go down. Is he going to get decapitated? Is he going to get his head chopped off? They both seem just they're striking at each other for now. That melee evasion coming in huge. Oh, he won it as well. Just a simple slice to the stomach. Pretty impressive. I mean, he's really the god savior in the Gongsun Zan campaign. You're fighting Yuan Shao with all of his vassals. You got the Bandit King closing in on you. Having, obviously Gongsun Zan himself and also Zhao Yi as well is just, so useful. With his ability just to basically duel anyone. After he levels up a bit, you can literally, even take on Guan Yu and Liu Bei. And Lu Bu. That guy seems to be hitting into nowhere, unfortunately. But maybe that's I guess I haven't really been taken into account as well, but 20% of the time, the units don't face up as well. So some of the animations that we haven't really been seeing must be the 20% of the time where they're maybe just striking into nothing. But there we go, guys. I think what we'll do is we'll just end the battle here. There's no point, dragging this on. We kind of have seen everything we wanted to see. I've shown off the mod as well. Battle's basically over as well. We'll get one rear charge. Yeah, let's just get a rear charge of the cavalry to end this one. We'll throw Gongsun Zan in and Zhao Yu. Well, that's Zhao Yu, that's Zhao Yun with the end. We'll just finish this off with a wonderful cavalry charge. And do let me know, guys, if you want to keep on seeing these custom modded videos. just let me know in the comments. Like, I'll be happy. We did this a ton with when Warhammer Workshop first came out. And I'm really hoping that the Three Kingdoms Workshop will be even crazier. So if you just want to see small mods like this, you want to see overhauls, custom map battles, custom scenario map battles like we did on Warhammer 2 so much, then basically just go ahead and let me know in the comments. You know, if these videos do well, I'll be much more likely to do more of them. And they just got ripped apart. Holy crap. Cavalry's off. Cavalry is off. See you later. We're going to go get some noodles. Look at this dude go. Holy crap, he is running the Grand National right now. My God, that was insane. Get that man some hay. But yes, guys, that's where we're going to end the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like and a comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.